Joining us now from Jerusalem is Gershon Baskin, former Middle East director of the International Communities Organization and a former hostage negotiator. So excited to have you on the show, Gershon. Welcome.
Thank you.
So first, what is your reaction to the strike that killed World Central Kitchen workers?
I think tragic doesn't begin to explain the pain caused by this killing. This is an admirable organization that works all around the world to feed people in need in war and in crisis situations. They even got enlisted at the beginning of the war back in October to feed Israeli families who were made homeless from their communities alongside the Gaza Strip. And they've been doing amazing work in the Gaza Strip, and we need them there. And I'm afraid that this killing is just part of the war machine that Israel has launched in Gaza that's brought more than 32,000 deaths, a majority of them civilians, women and children, and this war needs to end.
So as we talk about this attack and the ships that are currently traveling are now being turned back to Cyprus, how is this going to affect the people of Gaza?
There are more than 2 million homeless people in Gaza right now who don't have any means to find food and to cook food. The humanitarian aid is not getting into Gaza fast enough. We were also notified this evening that the United Arab Emirates is holding back its aid to the humanitarian corridor, and the UAE has provided a majority of the aid going into Gaza. This is a disaster. It's a total disaster for the people of Gaza. And Israel bears responsibility for this as well. It can't escape the responsibility, despite the fact that this was a justified war against the brutal atrocities committed by Hamas on October 7th. There's no way to explain all the damage and all the death and destruction in Gaza in the last 6 months.
We've seen so many protests in Israel in the last few days, thousands of Israelis in front of Netanyahu's house. Is public, you being one of them, so you know firsthand. So being in there with that crowd, thousands of people alongside you, is public opinion on the war changing?
I think it changed on October 7th when Netanyahu began to lose the bulk of his base. Netanyahu is responsible for what happened or what led up to happening on October 7th and for the failure of Israel to protect its citizens. We have 134 Israeli hostages who are still in Gaza, almost 6 months now, without the government being able to bring them back. This is a failure of leadership, a failure of this government, and the people of Israel have lost trust in their government. We want a new government. We want to go to elections. We want a deal to be made to bring the hostages home, and we need a ceasefire. Everyone needs a ceasefire.
Do you think this I have about 15 seconds, but do you think that these protests are going to have Netanyahu maybe rethink and declare a ceasefire?
No, I don't think he will, but I think it will affect the whole mood of the country, and this is just the beginning. There'll be 1 million Israelis on the streets before this is over.
Gershon Baskin, thank you so much for your time, sir, joining us from Jerusalem today.
Thank you.
And for